What is up, guys? Stay tuned to the end of this video for like a different announcement. It has to do with a giveaway and a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, watch to the end. Please don't skip. I put work into this. I'm going to assume that you're not from Knoxville, Tennessee, and because of that, I'm going to explain what Lakeshore is. The East Tennessee Insane Asylum, later called Lakeshore, was founded in 1886. When it opened its doors, it was like revolutionary. But this was a bad time for mental health, and institutions like this became a sick, sick place, and this was surely no exception. Not only was there abuse by people who worked at the actual hospital, but there were also rumors of terrible, inhumane experiments that took place on patients, and let's just say there were a lot of tortured souls. Fast forward to the late 90s, early 2000s, and Knoxville's amazing urban planning decides, hey, we're gonna build a park around the insane asylum and we're gonna put youth soccer fields. Then in 2012, the state cut funding to the hospital and it closed its doors, it kicked its remaining patients, and this hospital full of horrors and tormented souls became a dormant vessel just begging reckless teens to break in. I was one of those reckless teens. Now it's summer. Born to Die, 2013, you know, same summer I talked about last time. Stories of people from my high school and surrounding high schools started circulating around. All these stories of people breaking in and finding patient documentation and like taking it and then being tormented by spirits. I had to see it for myself. So after some convincing, I convinced Christy, Renato, and CJ to come with me. We loaded up the car, flipped on the lights, got in, drove. Finally, after a lot of circles and hoping we were going the right way, we pull up across the street where a road is closed. We see a police car that has all its lights off and it's just sitting there. But then we all agree, hey, let's just play it calm. We'll pull into the park. It's just a park. We're there after hours. If they ask us to leave, we'll leave. The moment has arrived. Now we get out of the car, we brush ourselves off. We didn't actually brush ourselves off. I don't know why I'm pretending like we were in like a horse and buggy. We walk up and we go down all these cobblestone stairs, and they're like super, super old cobblestone stairs, and they take forever to get down. There are so many of them, but we make our way down and then we come up to the main building. It pulls out of the darkness and suddenly it's there. It's weird because it looks just like a normal hospital. It looks like what you'd expect, okay? Two big glass doors with like aluminum door frames and then two handles. You know what I'm talking about, like they have at any school or hospital or college or anything like that. And at this point, the place had been vacant for a year. Tons of people had come in, either looking for ghosts or things to break, and they very well found both of those things. All the glass was broken out of every window and door, which made it easy to get in, so I'm not complaining. Now, we're moving pretty slow because we're still kind of on edge because of that cop, but we're not gonna let it stop us. We start slowly sneaking in, Renato leading the way. He has his phone out and he's recording stuff. I remember hearing him go in, and just as we're following him, he says something along the lines of, "This is so cozy," or very homey, something of that sort. That's when I hear it. I'm shaken to my core, I'm freaked out. All I can think is, Zach, you gotta get out of there. Now, the second I get to the car, I plop down on the ground, sit there, I'm catching my breath, I'm freaked out. Finally, everybody else catches up with me, and the first thing they say when they get up to me is, Zach, why did you run? Because they can clearly see that I'm terrified. And I tell them, guys, did you not hear it? They look at me confused and they go, we hear what? So I look at Renato and I say, you were recording, right? Give me your phone, we're gonna plug it into the aux, and I just wanna see something. This video footage where I had him send it to me, we all heard it. This isn't the actual footage that we recorded that night because the actual footage is locked on a hard drive that I had that crashed, but I remember it as if it were yesterday, so I did my best to recreate it. So here's an idea of what we heard. It's so homey in here. Like, I've never felt so cozy in my life. Zach? CJ? Guys? Boom. Just after Renato says, guys, there it is. You hear it clear as day. A dog starts barking. There's big barks. These are guard dog barks. These are like serious, like I'm going to rip you to shreds because you're not supposed to be here barks. But I checked everything. We even went back down to check the rest of the grounds just to make sure we weren't completely crazy. Like there wasn't just like a neighbor or something with a dog. There were no dogs. There were no guard dogs. I literally thought it was a canine unit coming to arrest me. there was no dog. Okay, so I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you're thinking of these stories. Are you guys liking them? Now, time for the thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. For those of you who are new or just don't know, I own a clothing line called Art Apparel. It is something I started as like a passion project just because I really like clothes and I really like designing things, and I've done it for as long as I can remember. I've always wanted to have a clothing line, so I did it. I launched it. It's called Art Apparel. Now, I don't really talk about it much. It's in the description and has been for like over a year. But I've decided that I'm going to start sponsoring every video with an item from my shop, and then at the end of the month I'm going to give it away to a random person who has commented on all 3 videos, because the last one of the month is the one I'm going to do the giveaway. So with that, you have the whole month to watch all the videos I uploaded the past month, to comment. It'll be at random. How fun. Now the first giveaway will be in 2 weeks. Pretty exciting. So go comment if you haven't watched the videos already. Go check them out. Yeah, you can click here to check them out. I'll throw them in a playlist. It'll make it easy, breezy, beautiful.